Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and today we're going to review the Colibri Paper Company Academic Planner. You guys, Colibri showed up in my Instagram feed. I was seeing all kinds of pictures of their different types of planners, and it really caught my attention. The layout inside caught my attention. There are different layouts. I'm going to explain why I chose academic. I reached out to Colibri and asked if they would be willing to send me a planner to review, and they graciously agreed. So I was able to choose my cover. This is a laminated cover. It's not interchangeable. It's just on there to stay. This design is called Palms, but there are several other designs, and the front and back covers are rounded. They're laminated, but you don't see the clear lamination on the edges, so that's kind of a different look than Erin Condren. The coil is just as great as an Erin Condren coil, and you have a choice of silver or gold. I think the gold is an upcharge, but the silver is not, if I'm not mistaken. You can personalize with your entire name, and you can choose the month that this planner starts, and I think you can choose it any month of the year to start. It's a 12-month planner. You can also choose Sunday or Monday start on the calendars inside. So let's go ahead and take a look at the academic planner. I have been using this. I've been filling it out because I wanted to kind of give you my real opinion of what it was like once I dug into it. So I did sign up to be an affiliate. If you decide after watching this video that you want to try a Colibri planner, you can get 15% off with this code. It does have the apostrophe in it, so I wrote it down so you would make sure to get it just right. It's Sarah O'Brien. There is an H on Sarah. No spaces, but do put the apostrophe after the O. And the website is colibripapercompany.com. You're going to notice as we go through here that there is this motif of the hummingbird. And Colibri, I believe, is maybe Spanish for hummingbird. If you speak Spanish, correct me, but I read that somewhere. This is what you get right after the title page. I went ahead and added this sticker. There is a full year for 2023 and 2024 in mine. I did choose an August start month, and I went ahead and filled out piano teaching dates. I'm thinking that I'm going to use this at least for the fall term because I'm really liking it. You're going to see why, for piano teaching and also practicing piano myself. So I have marked this in kind of a special way. I did draw a line with a ballpoint pen here to remind me that this is a Monday start calendar. And I was getting a little confused and thinking that the first column was Sunday for a while because that's what I'm used to. So I had to white out one or two dates that I put in the wrong place. After that, I decided to go ahead and just separate the weekend from the weekdays so that I wouldn't make that mistake again. But I've marked all of my lesson dates and recital dates and vacation dates there. Then you get a 2023 holiday list and a 2024 holiday list. And all right, I've already filled out one of these. You get a class schedule, and I think you get 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 4 different class schedules. This is great for a student, great for a teacher, or just totally repurpose these columns if you think of something else you can use them for. I am a teacher, but I did not need class, teacher, location, and credits. Instead, here's what I did. I whited out those headers and added a sticker for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because those are the 4 days of the week that I teach piano. And these are the 6 time slots each day that I teach, 4 through 6:30. And these are just stickers that I had from Mama Gloria shop. So I will put, I didn't want to do this on camera, but I will put my student schedule in here. This is for the fall term. It will be slightly different for the spring term. And I will probably just use this side for the spring term. Then this middle part is, it doesn't say tracker. I whited out what it said, which was class. This is a tracker. I'm not going to use this every week because there's only 4 of these sheets, but it's sort of like a grid that shows me on which days of the week I need to do certain things. So lesson plans, set up my studio, calendar check, birthday check for, my students, lesson notes, and reset the studio. Those things all need to be done Tuesday through Friday. Then vacuum and dust, trash out on Monday. So pretty simple. Then just a reminder about tuition. It's due on the 1st of the month, and on the 16th of the month, I have to get invoices out. Then I will list here my families who have chosen to make 10 tuition installments and those who have chosen to pay by the semester there. So this will be a nice resource page for me as we go through the fall semester. So August is the start month. I don't start teaching for the school year in August, but I wanted to go ahead and just try it out in August. So the first page that you get after the monthly tab, which is cardstock, and the tab is laminated, is this goals and to do. I'm going to show you one that's blank so you'll get the way it will come. It says main focus, goals and to do. So first goal, second goal, and third goal, and then monthly to do, and you get a nice checklist there. And you see the motif of the hummingbird every single month on the tabbed page. But here's how I repurposed mine. I am learning, just giving myself an assignment of learning one nice piano solo piece per month. Started that in July because I'm a piano teacher. I teach piano, but I don't spend a lot of time working on my own growth as a pianist and just practicing for fun and enjoyment. So my piece for August is the Brahms Intermezzo, Opus 118, number 2. And I did not fill this out, but I did change this to, instead of to-do list, I changed it to checkpoints. In other words, places along the way as I'm learning this piece that get me closer to performance ready, because my goal is to do a video performance on the last day of the month. So I didn't fill this out, but that's really just because I haven't moved completely into this planner yet. Now, what you're going to see next is, well, this is the monthly spread. I'll show you this first. It does have the Monday start. I think you can choose, though, a Sunday start if you like. At least with the weekly planner, like the regular weekly planner, you can choose a Sunday or a Monday start. I'll have to double check on the academic planner. But the monthly boxes are lined, and this is an A5 size, so there are only like 4 lines in each box, but I feel like this is plenty of room for what I need. And I added washi tape stickers here on the days that are after August and the day before. I put an exam sticker here from the sticker sheet, one of the sticker sheets in the back of the book, because there are 2 sticker sheets. You get all these exam stickers: read, quiz, group study, study guide, study, homework, paper due, no class, and vacation stickers. Well, I'm not going to use most of these because I'm not really using this planner the way that probably most people will use it. But the reason I put exam on the 31st of July is because that was the last day of July, obviously. That was my deadline to video a performance of my July piece of the month. So I'm just calling that an exam. And then I will have probably the other exam sticker I put on the September one, but we'll talk about that when we get there. So I just used highlighter because the monthly spread is all black and white. It's all like this, all black and white. But I used highlighter to just color it up and to just make it a little bit more personalized. And I, like I said, use washi stickers here from the washi tape shop. Then, just so you know, these are not my actual students' names. This was testing out how I might use this layout. So before I get into what I did with it, let's just show you what it looks like when it's not altered. This is it. So it is a vertical orientation, which I like. As a teacher, I wish my Erin Condren teacher lesson planner were a vertical orientation. I need to have 6 classes because I teach 6 lessons per day. This has 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I am repurposing that first one, don't need it. And I'm also changing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because those are the 4 days that I teach. But this is how it comes. There's a little spot for you to write in the class over here. And then Friday is the 5th work day of the week. So it's over here on the right side. And then you get 6 check boxes, to-dos per day. Then you get Saturday and Sunday, which is lined and no times, but it is included. And I think that's nice because it's an academic planner, but you may have school-related things to do on the weekend. Now, how I'm using this is totally different. So get one more good look at what it looks like. Here's what I'm doing. And I changed it a little. Let me flip one more because I refined it a little bit after I tried it out and played with it a little bit. I whited out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I used this first column to put the dates and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then the times of day that I teach on those 4 days, 4, 4:35, 5:36, 6:30. And again, not the names of my actual students to protect their privacy. These are made up names as I was playing around with this. So this is where I will keep track of the lesson schedule. That's the teaching schedule. But this is my piano practicing schedule. So what I did over here, this was intended to just be Friday, just like these days, but instead I go horizontal. And I put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and what I'm going to specifically be practicing in that piece of the month. So MM means measures, and those are just little places in the music. If you're not a musician, that might just seem a little bit weird, but that's just like a part of the piece. So I would practice that on Monday, different numbers here, different measures there. The awards thing will be student related. So if a student reaches a milestone during this week of teaching, I would list the awards here. I don't teach my fall semester until September. That's when it starts. So this is all just playing around with the layout. So that's why there are no awards there. I'm just kind of hypothetically setting this up for when I do start teaching very soon. And then I turned the Sunday column into a to-do list. All right, so I just played around with doing the exact same thing with different colors, and I got on a roll. I did the whole month of August this way. And at the end of the month, so that's all of the weeks of August in this planner. At the end of the month, you're going to get these things. I haven't decided how I will use them, but it's very clear how a student will use them. Projects and exams. So the rows say class description and details, deadline, and then 4 check boxes. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Then you get notes pages. I can definitely use these. I can do them for billing. I can do them for notes to myself, materials I need to download and print, all kinds of stuff. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes pages at the end of every month. Then the September tab is still, it's all black and white on the inside. It is the same art with the little hummingbird and the flowers right here. Really pretty, really cute. And it is kind of a clean slate for you to kind of create your own thing. Add some color if you want to. All right, so this is what each month will have. We already talked about this. I'm going to skip the next few pages because those have actual students in them. Let's go back to November because I haven't filled that out. There's nothing different about the artwork. It will just have a different name of the month. And we'll just go through one completely clean month that I have not written on. So you can see what you would receive if you ordered this planner. It does come in 7x9 as well. It does not come in 8.5x11. It's 7x9 or A5. This is not a teacher planner. I was going to say I've never seen an A5 teacher planner. This is an academic planner. This is for a student, and I have seen an A5 student planner before. So this is what it looks like. Now let's talk about this paper. I haven't said anything about this paper yet. It's super thick. And I looked it up. It's not 80-pound paper, it's 100-pound paper. And it is Mohawk paper. And this is all assembled in the USA, made in the USA. But this paper is a brighter white to my eye than Erin Condren paper. It doesn't have any of like the texture or tooth to it that Erin Condren paper has. So it is a totally different paper, but it's thicker. It's actually thicker. And so here's December, and it's all going to be the same. February, March, April, May, June, July, 12 months. Then in the back, important dates I thought would be a nice piece to keep track of all the pieces of the month that I learned. So by the end of the year, I'll have 12 pieces that I've worked on. Here's a password tracker, account, username, and password. So you have lots of room there. A contacts tracker, name, phone number, and email address. Then blank notes. So important dates, password tracker, contacts tracker. And since those are just plain tables, you can repurpose them if you want to. So we get a bunch of notes pages after this. Look at all this. So many notes pages. And I'm going to pause the video and just count them for you. 55 notes pages, you guys. Now, it's not 55 sheets. Divide that in half for how many sheets it is. But it was 55 notes pages. This is great for a student. They could actually take notes for all kinds of extra events that they might go to in the back. And as a teacher, oh my goodness, I could just use this. I mean, I feel like this is sort of made for me the way that I am repurposing the columns and things. So I am going to use this as my teacher planner for my first semester of teaching. At the end of the fall term, I will reevaluate and see if I want to go back into my softbound Erin Condren, but I just love the size of this. The back cover looks like this. Love the rounded corners. That's just a really unique look. And you get a pocket on the back that matches your cover, and then those two sticker sheets that I already showed you. Now, I love this planner. I'm not complaining, but I do want full disclosure here. I want to tell you what I experienced after I used specifically these 3 highlighters and this dot marker. I used these specific pens to map out my year and a half. I did experience some ghosting on the other side or see-through on the other side, and I whited it out because it bugged me. I didn't want any of that on my beautiful name sheet. I don't know if you can even see it on camera, but I did in several spots white out where there was just a touch of bleed through or shadowing. And so I was really surprised because this is 100-pound paper. I may have just been pushing really hard. On this side, here you go. It's mainly shadowing, and in a few spots, it's a tiny bit of bleed through. Doesn't bother me on this holiday list, but I wanted it to be a perfect slate here. Later on, when I use highlighter, I don't think I experienced that. Like, let's look at the back of this. Yeah, I did not experience that. It depends on the highlighter that you're using. So when I did this Bronze Intermezzo background right there, I didn't use these. These must be super duper inky. I used instead those dual tip Erin Condren markers that have a black marker on one side and a highlighter on the other. That's what I used right there. And it didn't bleed through at all on these. So I think it is just a matter of testing your highlighters to see which, like even that, this is one of the brand new Erin Condren dot markers that has a highlighter on one end. And that's a very dark color, no bleed through, no shadowing even. So I'm not sure why I had the problem up here. It must just be, I'm concluding that it must be that these square highlighters, which are Erin Condren, and this particular dot marker, which is a Zig Clean Color dot marker, I just chose a combination of things that happen to bleed through because I really used more pressure on this and this stuff, way more pressure over here, and none of that bled through. There's no whiteout at all covering that up. So I just like to be completely transparent about what I've experienced with it. I'm not concerned about the bleed through because of how my other Erin Condren markers with highlighters on them did not at all bleed through. Okay, so again, if you want to try Colibri planners, they are handmade high-end planners. You're going to pay somewhere in the neighborhood of the upper $50 to $60 range, depending on whether or not you upgrade your coil to gold. So do use a discount code. I did notice on the website also that they're having a BOGO sale. So buy one, get one 40% off. So if you have 2 people in mind that you want to get a planner for, yourself and a child, yourself and a friend, maybe a weekly planner for yourself and an academic planner for one of your children, you might be able to get even more off with that BOGO sale. But if you're just getting one, do get 15% off. The code again, it's kind of funny because of the apostrophe, but take my name, Sarah O'Brien, put it together with no spaces, and do put the apostrophe after the O. And O'Brien is I-E-N at the end. Some people put I-A-N. That's not going to work. And Sarah has an H on it. The website is colibripapercompany.com. So thank you so much to Colibri Paper Company for sending me this beautiful academic planner to review. I sincerely am impressed, and I'm going to be using it for my first semester of piano teaching. Can't wait to dig in and actually fill in some of these things now that I'm finished making the video, like this thing. I want to fill in all of that with my schedule. And if you have any questions, do drop me a comment below, and I'm happy to answer. And I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.